Hey guys, welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the curriculum that I'm going to be using this upcoming school year with my first grader. Welcome back. If you're new to my channel, my name is Deanna and I'm a homeschooling mom of 4 with one on the way. And here on my channel, I love to share about homeschool, homemaking, as well as my faith in Christ. So if that interests you, I would love for you to subscribe to see my future videos. But in today's video, I'm going to be starting off a curriculum little series here of videos talking about the curriculum choices I've made for our upcoming school year. Today, I'm just going to focus on my first grade daughter, and then I'm going to share other videos on my other children. I'm going to have a 4th grader and a 6th grader next year as well. And then I also have a 3.5-year-old son, and then we're expecting a baby girl at the beginning of July. So I'm going to have separate videos for each of my school-aged kids, as well as a separate video talking about our group subjects. But let me go ahead and get started. I'm going to share with you what I'm using this year with my first grade daughter for reading, writing, math, and language arts. For handwriting this year for her, we're going to be doing 2 different books. The first one is Handwriting Without Tears, and this is one that I've used with a lot of my kids. We really enjoy this curriculum. It's very straightforward and simple and not frustrating. So she'll be doing my printing book with Handwriting Without Tears. And then we're also going to be doing this workbook called Building Writers. This is made by the same company. So I think that a combination of both of these books will help her not only improve her penmanship, but also learn some practical writing skills and how to, make sentences and express ideas and add descriptive words and just becoming a better writer. So that is what she's going to be doing this year for handwriting. All right, for math this coming year, we're going to be doing Matthew C. Alpha. Right now, she is currently finishing up the Matthew C. Primer book, and so this is the next book in the series. So we'll be doing Matthew C. Alpha, and this talks all about single-digit addition and subtraction. This is a curriculum I've used with both of my older 2 kids, and so she'll be doing it this year as well. So I'm really excited to continue with Matthew C., and I think she'll really do well with this curriculum this year. This year for language arts, she's going to be doing Language Lessons for Living Education Level 1. We have used Language Lessons for Living Education now for 2 years. For our family, I feel like this is a good fit for us as far as it accomplishes what I want it to accomplish. I would not say that this curriculum is enough if you're looking for a specific spelling program or a reading phonics program, but if you're just looking for something that's going to teach a bit more grammar and have a little bit more writing practice and a little bit more exposure to poetry and art and things like that, then that's going to be a good fit for you. So for our family, Language Lessons for Living Education has been a good fit, and I like that the lessons are short and concise. This particular curriculum also requires 3 supplemental books. One is called Not Too Small at All, and then the other one is called Charlie and Trike in the Grand Canyon Adventure. And then the 3rd book I actually found on Hoopla, so we're going to be doing that one as a digital book whenever we need it. So those are the 3 little supplemental books that go along with her language arts. All right, and then her last core subject is, of course, reading, and we're going to be continuing with All About Reading Level 2 this next year. I have really enjoyed using All About Reading with our older 2 kids. It's a really excellent curriculum, and my daughter has really enjoyed doing Level 1 this year. If you want to see more of an in-depth look at All About Reading, I will link a few videos in the description box where I show like a sample lesson and a little bit more behind the scenes of what is included in All About Reading. It's a really excellent curriculum, and I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for a solid way to teach your child reading that also has some hands-on components and activities that are fun and engaging. So this is what she's going to be doing this coming year for first grade reading. All right, and then the last thing I want to share that's going to be a little bit long here at the end. So if you want to see some of the books I'm going to be reading with my daughter this year, I went ahead and pulled some of our books from our home library that are kind of age appropriate for first grade. And then a few of these books I purchased either used or new from Amazon. So I'm just going to run through these really quick and just share some of the books that I want to be reading with my daughter this year, either letting her read independently or reading with her together as a read aloud. So let me just run through these and hopefully it'll give you some ideas if you have a first grader and you're looking for some good simple books to read together. All right, the first two books are two of these Poppleton the Pig books. This one is called Poppleton Every Day, and this is the original Poppleton, and these are by Cynthia Ryland. And there's a whole series of these books. These are two that I picked up at a local used bookstore, and so we're gonna read those together this year. The next couple that I have are some Amelia Bedelia books. We have the original Amelia Bedelia, but these are just some fun I Can Read books. So we have Teach Us Amelia Bedelia, Amelia Bedelia Under Construction, Amelia Bedelia and the Cat, and Amelia Bedelia and the Surprise Shower. So those are some of the Amelia Bedelia books we're going to read together this year. Then the next two books, we actually have all four of these books, but I think my son has a couple in his room. So these are the Frog and Toad books. We love Frog and Toad. These are so cute. Cute, simple, short, funny stories. So these two I had set aside for her this year is Frog and Toad Are Friends, as well as Frog and Toad All Year. So if you have never read Frog and Toad with your kids, then definitely be sure to check these out. These are really fun books to read together. The next few I Can Read books that I'm going to read with her this year are these Penny books. This one is called Penny and Her Song, Penny and Her Marble, and Penny and Her Doll. These little books were recommended by the Good and the Beautiful on their recommended book list, so I thought I would definitely try them out, and I was able to find all three at our local used bookstore, so I'm excited to read her these this year. She really loves mice and animals, so I think she'll really enjoy reading these Penny books. This next little grouping of books is all Pete the Cat. I actually picked this up recently at Costco, and it was a really great price. I think it was $15 for 8 books. So that was a really good price. So I went ahead and picked this up. Some of these are my first I Can Read book, which is probably more like a kindergarten, preschool level of reading, but then the other ones in here are level 1. So I think that she will really enjoy these. We really enjoy Pete the Cat books so far. All the books that I've read with Pete the Cat have been very positive, and they teach you know, just kindness and generosity and sharing and just nice moral things in general. So we really enjoy Pete the Cat and his positive attitude and the way that he treats others. So looking forward to reading these Pete the Cat books with her this year as well. All right, this next book is one that was also recommended by the Good and the Beautiful on their recommended book list, and it's called Lola at the Library. So I thought we would give it a try, and I picked this up at our local used bookstore. The next one is one that we already had in our home library. This is Richard Scarry's Please and Thank You book. This one talks about having good manners, and so that's always a good thing to remind kids. So I'll be reading that with her this year as well. This is a more of a Bible type book that I read with my older kids when they were little. It's called Big Truths for Little Kids, and it's by Susan and Richie Hunt. So this has a lot of great simple stories in them that just teach biblical lessons. And so I'm gonna try to read through this year with her, and I might include my 3.5-year-old son as well and just kind of read it with both of the little kids. So that is one we're hoping to get through this year as well. And then the last book is another one I picked up at Costco, and this is a 5-minute Berenstain Bear stories. And inside this book, there are actually 12 different Berenstain Bear short stories, and so I think she's really gonna enjoy this. We like the Berenstain Bears, and these are more of like kind of like their leveled reader books. So those are all the books that I've put together for her to read together this year in first grade. And then of course we have a library. So if we go through all these books, we can certainly check out some more books from our library, but it's nice to go ahead and have some books on hand. That way we're not like pressed for time as far as returning them or reading through them really quickly so that we can give them back. So I'm really looking forward to reading these books with her this year. So that's going to be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing the curriculum we're going to be using this year for first grade. Again, I'll be sharing our group subjects, things like history and science and Bible and things like that in a separate video. And be sure to subscribe if you want to see what I'm going to be using this year with my 4th grader and my 6th grader. Hope you guys are doing well. Thanks as always for watching. Hope you have a great day. Bye.